In this video, I want to look at a cluster of items on the menu, and these are simply what I call resizing options. So you have a couple of options here, actually three. The little magnifying glasses where you can control the size through the menu of the graph or of the map. Now, what I've been doing and haven't really spoken about it, but is moving the size, zooming in with the mouse. Okay, so when you're using the mouse, wherever your mouse is centered on, like let's go up to this right here. If I position the mouse over this, you notice a couple of things. Number one, the little circle around the ellipse around the center of the mouse, or that surrounds the cursor, changes color with whatever it's hovering over. So when it's hovering over black, it's basically black. When it's hovering over blue, it turns blue, and etc. And so that is a helpful feature to show you what item you're actually focusing on, because sometimes you're going to have some nodes of different colors that are close together, but if the circle around the mouse or the cursor is red, but you have two colors that are close together, a red and a green, well, if the cursor is red, you can rule out the green. The focus will be on the red at the red node at the center, and so on. Anyway, that is just kind of something that you can practice with or notice yourself. But I'm zooming in here with the mouse, with the mouse wheel. And I don't think it's not part of the menu options, but there's some things that I'm doing with the mouse. I'm using the wheel to go out and go in, and to move around and position. But I can also do some other things. When I press down the center button, press down the mouse wheel itself, it causes the ellipse to grow to whatever size I need it to be. Okay, and I can easily position it over something and make it look nice. Or if I need to tighten it, I hit the right mouse button, and it tightens. So that's a couple of things. That's one resizing function that is not mentioned up here. Now, over here, the plus magnifying glass, the minus magnifying glass, and the one-to-one or actual size magnifying glass. This is a menu options to control the image. So let's go to plus, and you click it. Now you'll notice that the image is kind of moving, growing, yet moving off to the left. What this button does actually is zoom in on the center of the graph. So in this case, I've moved the graph off a little off center, and so it is recentering the graph as you zoom in. And the same on the minus button. So I hit minus, and the graph will kind of move because it's moving away from the center of the graph. This is helpful, okay, up here, just for general magnification. Yet if for close up dealing with the graph, and you want to be super accurate, you'll need to use your mouse. Okay, and then you have the one-to-one or actual size magnification, and you click on that, and it will move the graph, change it back to its original size, and you can zoom out, place it however you want. Okay, the next thing is A plus and A minus, and that has to deal with the font size of your comments in the annotation pane. So say you have something that's you've got some more text loaded up than what will properly fit or pleasantly fit within the annotation pane. Well, you can always make it a little smaller. Now that's about as small as it gets right there. But you can also take small text and make it bigger if you're concerned with filling the pane as full as it can be. So anyway, those are options right there. And also, I'll just make note right now that there is down here at the bottom, you will see toggle F12 for keyboard shortcuts. I believe for every one of these options that I've mentioned up here, there are accompanying keyboard shortcuts. So if you hit the F12 button, it will toggle a little help window here, and it'll give the general welcome and some basic instruction on typing and the use of the works of Edwards online, and then the keyboard shortcuts. So F1 to load visualizations, F2 to load your prepared note files. You can drag and zoom an image with the mouse, but you can also control the zoom with the arrow keys on the keyboard. You can resize the pointer ellipse not only with the mouse, as I mentioned, but also with arrow keys.